front porches and rocking chairs. And with Village Hearth Buns, you don't have to go to your local ballpark to enjoy a really good hot dog. Just grill up a package of quality Franks and serve with your favorite toppings on a Village Hearth bun. They're the same delicious buns served at baseball stadiums throughout the Midwest. Village Hearth Buns, baking our best for you.
Welcome to Moving Forward, sponsored by MPW Mocklink TV and Mocklink Internet, online at mpw.org. Each weekday morning, our local talk segment brings you the people who are helping move our community forward. Let's start the show.
Good morning, AM 860, FM 95.1, KWPC. I'm Jordan Davis. Thanks for joining us here for Moving Forward once again here this morning on this July 5th. Really excited to have you in. This is Moving Forward. It's being brought to you by Muscatine Power and Water here on the Voice of Muscatine. Joining us in the studio here this morning, Nichole Sorgenfrey from the United Way. How are you this morning, Nichole?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I hope you had a good 4th of July.
Yeah, busy.
Busy? Yeah, that's right. You had the Kids First Fun, the pancake breakfast yesterday. How'd that go?
Very well. It was good to see everyone come out, and we saw a lot of new faces, so that's always good.
That's awesome. So, a lot of pancakes get pushed out the door yesterday.
So we think we served close to 300.
Oh, wow.
So
Excellent.
that was really good. Mm-hmm. So we served for 2.5 hours yesterday, so we had a really good steady flow.
Did you guys have kids come volunteer a little bit of time too? Any high school students?
We didn't have any this year.
Gotcha.
So we have in the past, but with families and
right.
holidays.
It's the 4th of July. People are busy a lot of the time in the morning. So the parade was exciting yesterday. Did United Way have anything in the parade? We
didn't this year. This is probably our first year in the last 5 years that we haven't, but maybe we'll have a comeback next year.
Awesome. We had a really good time. It was hot yesterday. It was a hot parade to be in. So I certainly don't blame you. But we want to talk about something that's going to be coming up towards the end of July. If I remember correctly, it's July 28th. It's Thanksgiving in July.
Correct. So Thanksgiving in July is our big food drive that we do every year. It was started by Chef Ron, who is the chef at Mercy Hospital in Iowa City.
Okay.
And he's brought it to communities around the state of Iowa.
Okay.
So we participate in it, and it runs July 22nd through the 28th. The 22nd is a day where we ask churches to do a drive.
Okay.
And then Monday through Friday, we ask companies to do some kind of drive. They can do Jeans Day or they can do a food drive, however they'd like.
I see.
And then on Saturday, the 28th, we'll be at Hy-Vee collecting food.
Oh, great. Okay. So, you'll be there at the door or maybe somewhere near
Correct.
the entrance.
And then Hy-Vee does $5 bags. So
cool.
You can still get a chance to come out there and buy a bag of food and donate.
Now, a $5 bag, what does that mean?
So it's a brown paper sack that's filled with items that we are in need of, and it's $5.
I see.
So Hy-Vee always gives us a little cut, so you're actually getting a little bit more for your money, and so.
Gotcha. That's great. That's really nice, Hy-Vee, to help push that and help get that food where it's needed. So
correct.
That's really fun. So Thanksgiving in July, it runs from the 22nd to the 28th. You said, and so what are some of the things that other businesses do, like restaurants?
So we have doctor offices that will do a drive so patients can come in and bring food. First National Bank always does a big drive that whole week. Band-Aid always does a drive. So we just have a lot of companies that do a drive that whole week. And then on Friday afternoon, we and some volunteers at the United Way office will go around and pick up all that food.
Okay.
And then Monsanto loans us their trailer. And then we put all the food in there. And we keep it out at Hy-Vee with our banner on it, and then on Monday, after the weekend, we'll take and weigh that so we know how much we collected.
Oh, very nice. You'll weigh the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, load it on the trailer and take it through like a truck.
Yeah,
truck
Monsanto
way.
takes care of that for us, so
Cool.
It's really nice. And then we have a collection amount per pound.
Okay, I see. And then that gets distributed to food banks here in...
So we take all the food that we've collected and divide it between Salvation Army and the food pantry.
Okay. And then they of course disperse it as they see fit with.
Correct.
I see. Well, that's really a cool thing. How long has this been going on? How long have you been doing?
This will be our 5th year.
5th year. Wow. What have been some of the numbers from the last couple of years? I
don't remember. I want to say it was over 10,000 pounds. So.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot of food. So does the food have like some sort of equivalent, and that's why it's weighed, or do you weigh it for the purpose of this?
Knowing how much, so we can
Okay.
compare it from year to year.
Okay.
And then we turn those numbers into Chef Ron with and all the communities that do the Thanksgiving in July tournament, so that he has a large number of amount that he has helped collect.
I see.
The state.
So then it shows what that particular program is doing.
Correct.
For the state. I see. That's really cool.
Yeah, and he started the program because everyone donates at Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in the middle of the summer, we start running out, and so this is a great way to collect items and make sure our pantries are well stocked, and those who are in need have the
get what they
access.
need. Yeah. That's and that's important because especially in the summer, I'm sure if you're running low on whatever, I'm sure it can be hard to come by for whatever reason. But man, especially if they're donating in Christmas and then supplies run thin coming here in the summer, then it's still a little ways out before Christmas time comes around. So
yeah, and Muscatine has a need. Unfortunately, we're about 5,000 people who are food insecure in Muscatine County, and that means that they just don't know where their next meal is going to come from. So, and half of those folks who are food insecure are children. So that's kind of, pulls at your heartstrings.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a good reason why your summer lunch program is so important too, is because those same people are still
Correct.
They're still getting access to at least a lunch and sometimes breakfast as well throughout the summer. So that's awesome. That's really
Right,
cool.
and we just try to, our summer lunch program is feeding them healthy food throughout the summer. And so we have a list of items on our website that we are collecting. So we're just trying to, collect low sodium soups and different pastas and stuff like that. Things that aren't box food, Yeah, it really is easy to do hamburger helper, but it's really high in sodium. And so we're trying to help these folks, but also help their health as well.
Help keep them healthy rather than, because it seems like a lot of foods that are a little bit more affordable are sometimes not as healthy as some other options where I mean, yes, there's a lot of cans of soup that are relatively good for you. It can be anywhere from 58 to 98 cents, whatever, and that's a great way to donate is to get those cans of soup. But you need other stuff in your diet as well. You need proteins and meats and stuff like that. So that's protein and meat. That's the first thing I always go to when it's meal time. Protein first. So that's really cool, especially to see the United Way partnering with. You said it was at a Mercy Hospital,
right? So his name is Chef Ron.
Chef Ron.
He's the one that has started the program years ago. I think this is his 25th year. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to look at my notes, but amazing guy and just has a heart for helping those who are in need.
Did he directly partner with the United Way at the beginning of running this? I see.
So he contacted me. We met and then he sends out. He's got his own logo and which you have seen on our advertisements, and so we just work with him. He sends it all to us, and then we you can do it any way you want, but he wants it done in the month of July.
I see, to fit that Thanksgiving in July thing. That's kind of an interesting way to brand it as Thanksgiving in July, because people think of, like you said, they think of giving time as Thanksgiving and Christmas and some of the bigger holidays where like you said, here in the summer people need food just as much now as they do over the holidays. So
correct. And now with school out, your budgets are spread a little bit thinner, so it's helpful. That's why we try to offer these different programs for families to be able to get meals and supplements to help them.
Well, Nichole, what else is going on with United Way? What do we need to be aware of coming up here as the summer rolls?
Well, we're still collecting for school supplies.
Sweating for school supplies.
So we're excited about that. All that will be given out at the beginning of August to students who are in need. If you are looking to receive those items, you can contact Community Action and they'll set up an appointment, and we're just partnering with them this year. Other than that, we're just finishing up the summer lunch program. Will end August 3rd, and then we'll go into fall day caring in September. So
all right, let's talk about sweating for school supplies one more second while we're thinking about it. So Muscatine Radio and other area businesses have partnered with United Way, as you know, to help gather these school supplies. And now some of the places that you can stop off to drop off school supplies today are Trucks Unlimited, Bickford Assisted Living, Yaki Shack, Pierce Furniture, and Unity Point Trinity. Let's run through the items that folks they're really looking to receive. Glue sticks, pens and pencils, Fisker scissors, 24 crayons, colored pencils, boxes of 12 and 24, box of 12 colored markers, white glue, pink erasers, pencil top erasers, pocket plastic folders, backpacks, and flash drives, as well as many other items. And you can find out all those kind of items like on the United Way website. There, I'm sure there's we've got lists.
So now that the 4th of July is over, they'll take all that stuff down at Walmart and they'll put up the school supplies so we can get those items at a very reasonable low cost now. So if you're interested in donating, that's a great time to be involved.
Excellent. Yeah, and be sure, and this stuff is needed. I think you and I have spoken several times about the importance of school supplies for students and just all the different reasons why it is so beneficial for them to receive these school supplies as opposed to not having what they need to start off the school year.
Exactly.
There's success in the class, the feeling of companionship with their peers, or being on that same playing field as their peers. So all that's really important. Once again, and this is all being brought to you by Trucks Unlimited, Pierce Furniture, Bickford Assisted Living, Yaki Shack, Unity Point Trinity, and Monsanto. Monsanto's doing their own employee drive within because, you can't really drop off stuff at Monsanto. It's kind of tough.
Right.
They've got kind of a gated in a way to get in, and you don't want to bog up. So they're doing their own employee drive. But really cool thing, Sweating for School Supplies. Be sure to check that out. All those places where you can drop off those school supplies to help children in need here in Muscatine. So, Nichole, thanks so much for coming in this morning. Really appreciate it. Anything else you really want to add?
We're always looking for volunteers. So if you're ever interested in volunteering and you're not sure what you want to do, just give me a call at 563-263-5963, and I'd be more than happy to, just ask you some questions and kind of figure out what your interests are. Right now, one of the big things is food rescue. So that happens Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. And, you can pick a day and help. It takes about an hour. Mm-hmm. But our food rescue program is where we are collecting food from area restaurants and grocery stores that they can no longer use, but we can still use to give out to those who are in need.
I see. Okay. Well, that's great, and United Way does so many cool things and awesome things for our community. I mean, you guys are always constantly doing something to help drive the need and help fix the need that is here in Muscatine, so we appreciate it. Thanks so much, Nichole.
Well, thanks for having me.
It's been a pleasure, as always. Nichole Sorgenfrey joining us here in the studio for Moving Forward. That's brought to you by Muscatine Power and Water right here on the Voice of Muscatine. Thanks for joining us for Moving Forward. I'm Jordan Davis here on KWPC, AM 860 and FM 95.1, thevoiceofmuscatine.com.
You've been listening to Moving Forward on the Voice of Muscatine, KWPC, AM 860, FM 95.1. Thanks to our sponsor, MPW Digital TV and MockLink Internet, the local providers at mpw.org. And remember, Moving Forward, each weekday at 8:15 to learn how Muscatine is on the move.